Think about it as astrology and astronomy and esoteric and Eastern and Vedic. Chakras. Your solar plexus one. That would be considered your sun sign. That one may be yellow. You jump in that one, you can experience your characteristics or being happy or sad. You jump in your heart chakra. That one could be silver, right? Like the moon. You jump in that one, you could be self-reflective. You could jump into pondering mode. You can reflect on other energies you have emitted. You jump in your throat chakra. That one may be blue. You know what I'm saying? You put yourself into a circumstance where you're able to analyze, come up with logic, prospects, allegories, worldviews, philosophical points of views of things of that nature, right? So these are different mind states, but they each represent different colors. You go to your root chakra, right? It might be red. You jump in that, you might feel passion. You might feel motivated. You know what I'm saying? You might feel courage. You go below that, your sacrum chakra. That might be purple. You know what I'm saying? You might feel leisure. You might feel pleasure. You might feel appreciation. You might feel overindulgent or going over extreme. And we're just talking about mental forms at this moment before you even materialize that as doing that in the physical world. Spiritually, just being lost in that chakra, you'll end up being busy when that mind being in on itself play out as a body language, something you do as a ritual or spell with your body, aka overindulge into something from the world that we created from the inside out. And if it's something that harm you, you know that spiritually you in a negative space because that form represent the negative mind state we created, and that negative mind state we created represent the space we was in as a spirit. And if that's a negative mind state, we was in a negative space as a spirit. And then that negative mind state being in as a state, liquid, solid, and gas, that we external as a physical representation on the periodic table of Mother Nature. And if it's poison ivy or something that we overindulge to destroy our body and destroy our mental way of looking at it, then for the most part, that let us know that that's an external representation of where we was at spiritually. And that's something we need to rectify and carve out so we don't create bigger problems in our next transitions. You see what I'm saying? So... when you talk about shadow work in this motherfucking shit, right? It's about knowing that each of these different virtues and principles represent different colors. Now, how shadows end up becoming, aka each of these color spectrums blurring the lines. You crossing the streams like Ghostbusters. This what it actually means. Let's say you jump into your solar plexus one, right? It's yellow. You're happy and giddy up about something, and you want to express that characteristics of how you view something, and you want others around you to view you in that mannerism based upon that charismatic gift or that character. But you might need help. That alone might need assistance. You might can't gravitate the attention you want just expressing yourself. So you got to use other purposes. So let's say you start to intellectually create ideas to add on to your solar plexus to make your solar plexus come across in a better way. That's you utilizing your throat chakra. Now you put blue with yellow, right? Now it's coming a little bit more light a little bit, and lighter than yellow a little bit, more green light. So now you're getting more burst based on earth. You want gravitation from the external world. You're using green when you mix that blue and yellow together. Now let's say that don't work. It might just got you a little bit far, but for the most part, it ain't get you to your full destination. But you get psyched up because of the reactions and responses you getting create potentials where people respond to you in a way to make you feel like you're making sense. And if you keep going, you can manifest going further with your goal. So you might need a little bit more assistance. You might be like, well, I got to make people feel this. So let me add something like a correspondence dream-wise or allegory to things that deal with movies or something like that, to have a person have a correspondence so they can feel where I'm coming from. They can feel what I'm expressing and what I'm talking about that I made sense out of. So now you done made the solar plexus yellow, throat chakra blue, now heart chakra silver, because you want people to feel it. Now you done mix three colors together, right? Now, before you know it, you don't know you're going to meet a shadow priest. You don't know you're creating darkness. But this is how the shadow government have built the world to make y'all think y'all doing the right thing. Peep how angels look at things, right? So you can get out your funk. Now, you think you're doing the right thing based upon business, entertainment, religion, politics, and motherfucker religion, based on this is the only things that they created for you to gain security, stability, support, shelter, and safety. Money. So now you're going to get that job, you're going to get that school curriculum to be a professor, you're going to get that relationship in these manners. Now, it got you a little further now. You put in a lot of energy work, but as a spirit, you're in a space you don't belong in because you're not creating your own intellectual properties. Your ideas and your awareness, aka your energy, where you focus your attention, is going towards a magic square box where your spirit is at in a world that you didn't build. So your creativity being a powerful spirit and ideas is building somebody else's world. You're coming up with a creative idea how to be the best fireman. You coming up with a creative idea how to be the best. You get what I'm saying? Now look, now here's the thing. When you want to go a little further. So now you might want to make sense, make it practical. You might want to make people believe whatever you're saying and make correspondences like it's stand corrected. You got proof in the pudding, mentally or physically. Now you're using your crown chakra and it's motherfucking shit. So you didn't put your crown chakra with your heart chakra, with your throat chakra, and with your solar plexus chakra. Now you in darkness, because all of these were supposed to be separate and used when the time God wants you to use it. When it's time to fight fire with fire. When it's time to totally separate. That's angelic, demonic. Now here's the thing. You didn't do that. You got psyched up, wet in the world. Now you get lost in darkness. Now in this darkness, you think you're the brightest thing in the world because you're the thing inside of that spaceship. And you put all those chakras together and you didn't know how to separate it based on each situation that need a certain mixture and other situations that don't need certain mixtures. You're just taking this one glob of cloud mixture and putting it in all situations, even in situations that's unwarranted via other spirits, bugs and shit that's in bodies and shit. And they're participating. So now you're getting ready to develop resistance. Now you're getting ready to develop frustration. Because here's the thing. You think you're the brightest thing in the world because of what you fixated yourself inside of. But outside of you, to all spirits doing the same thing as you, as far as spirits and human minds and bodies and bugs and animals, right? You're in your darkness because you only see something your way, but everybody else don't see it that way because they got their own perspective. And here's the spiritual reason why. As a spaceship, spiritually, individual solo spirit, as a soul inside of that spaceship, you don't even want to see your own light. So you think it's bright, but you done mix them all together. All colors together make darkness. All spirits around you that know how to piece it out, looking at you like you in darkness. They don't see you as bright. They see you as a fool. They see you as doing too much. They see you as egotistic. They see you as narcissistic. But you think you the best thing since a sliced piece of banana nut and peanut butter bread. So that's where that starts from. And now, if you don't understand that, you're getting ready to meet a shadow priest, aka in the 1, 2, and 3rd dimension, your demise. And now this is the beginning stages of a spirit starting their journey of shadow work.